Hey, Brittany, you first one. Yes, I'm a little bit late. I came in just 1 minute ago, so I'm just 2 minutes late. So hopefully everybody coming in tonight. We are playing a game called Let's Argue. So it's not necessarily for points. So it's not like a win the game or lose the game, but it's a game giving like examples of things and for the chat to give their opinion on what they think. So it's this many cards. We definitely not playing this many cards. I think it's two on each card. It's two of these things that you can play the top or the bottom. So it's plenty of them. I got to get some kind of sticky notes so I can keep up with where I leave off at. So when we play it next time, I'll know where I am. But it should be fun. I think we played it on here probably when I first started the channel. And I played it in person with some groups a couple times. Thanks, there's 3 people in the chat. Can y'all make sure y'all like the live as you come into the chat? So I can acknowledge y'all. Y'all know the rule that if you don't like it, I don't acknowledge it. So until I get another like, I have 1 person in the chat. So I appreciate the 1 person, Brittany Badass, that's in the chat. That's how it goes. You don't like me, I don't like you. That's how it goes. But yes, I'm excited about playing this game because there's some good ones. I'm just looking at the cards, looking through there like, yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. Let me see. Wait, what do I want to do? Then turn upside down. Yeah, so this is going to be, I hope we get some of the men. I hope we get some of the men in here too. Why they say it's rules? There. Oh, okay, I was about to say, rule number 1, there are no rules in arguing. I was about to say, how you get rules in a game like this? Okay. I was about to say. They are over there still playing spades. Brittany, I don't know why you haven't came to play spades. I gave you email for you to get an invite a long time ago. You never did do the invite, so you come in to play with us. I guess you'll want to play, girl. So, yes, we're about to do this game night. Oh, I think these are going to be some fun questions on here. I'm just trying to get them turned around the right way before everybody comes in. Hopefully we can get at least 10, 15 people in here that want to play tonight. Okay, we got one. We still have 1 person in the chat. 1 person on the live. Let me see. I do want to play. Send me the email again. Okay, I will. I'll send it again. Who is that? I got to send. Oh, I got to send Mother Dora 1, 2. I forgot. Yes, y'all. Okay, so let's see. I'm about to share it on my page, so give me 1 second. Everybody like to just come waddling in here at like 7:15, 7:30. They are guaranteed that I'm going to run my mouth, but I wasn't even going to do that tonight. I was going to start on time, but let me share it anyways to see if I can get them to get the notification to come on already. Okay, let me see. Let me find the live. Here we go. With Thrivent. Hi, Eric. How you doing, Eric? Is this your first time here? Let me know if it's your first time here. I feel like you're a male, and if you're a male, I need to know if it's your first time here so I can invite you to the men's room. We have the men's room where we have topics to highlight the men and get your opinions and experiences over here. So make sure you subscribe and come back, okay? Let me see. Let me share right fast. We got 2 people in the chat now. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Eric. We got 2 people on the live. 2 people in the live so far. So let's see who's going to come up in here. Okay, share. Let me share it. I know my spades player said they'll be here in a minute. They're trying to finish their game. I know they'll be back. I mean, they'll be here later. Let's see. Let's play. Okay, let me see. Hey, Tanya. Tanya said, hey, y'all. Hey, Sophie. Hi, Sophie. Thanks for coming into the chat. If y'all are new here, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. We are about to play a game called Let's Argue. We got 4 people. No, we got 5 people in the chat now. Okay, come on, 5 people. We're about to play. Let me see. So, I still didn't bring my glasses over here. Let me zoom in on here to tell what the rules are. Because let me see. We get started at 7:15. Thank you. Taya said she is sitting at $9.99. Let me heard it. Y'all heard it. And like it. She said, happy game night, y'all. She said, but Taya, you know what? I know you don't like games, but this one is called Let's Argue. So it's not for points. It's going to come up with good, it's going to have good conversation about stuff. I think you might like this one, Taya. Like, I really think you might like this one. Because they got like some good things, and it's almost like, do you think this or you think that? It's more like an engaging game. It's not necessarily for points. Thank you for being so kind. Yes, Sophie. Sophie, make sure you subscribe and come back. And stay tonight for game night. Saret, okay, Saret made it in. She said, hey, got in chat. You right on time. Yep, I didn't get started. Girl, I'm going to sleep. Okay, good night. Okay, Tony, but I'm telling you, would have liked it. Catch the replay. You're going to be like, dang, I would have liked that. Make sure you catch the replay. Let me see. Hey, Tanya Boo, Saret said. So let's go. Let me get a microphone. Let me get a magnifying glasses on these words so I can tell y'all what the rules are. I might have to repeat it one more time. The name of the game is Let's Argue. The number one rule is there are no rules to arguing. Number two, let every question spark a fun, humorous debate. Number three, try limiting each other's questions. Okay, we don't have to do that. We're not in person. In no way was this game created to cause confliction and or divide amongst contestants, which everybody's going to be a contestant. Questions are based on opinion, preference, and comparison. Nothing listed is factual. Okay, so that's what's going to be fun. Everybody go, hey, Trical, you made it in. Everybody is going to be able to just like basically like give their opinion on whatever it is. So we ain't got to worry about nobody winning, losing, or nothing. We're just going to engage in a game called Let's Argue. Okay? We're going to start in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we'll give everybody to get into the chat. We got 8 people in the chat now, or 6 people. 6, 7, 8 people. So we got 6 people in here. Hopefully all 6 people are playing. And I'm not going to, people don't have to like drop a 1 if they're playing or nothing. You can just go ahead. Everybody can answer at any time. There's no turns taken. Everybody can just engage, okay? So let's see. Thank you, Tanya, for the $9.99. I appreciate you for that. Tanya always support game night. She said, I don't like to play no games, but I'm definitely going to support. She always supports. Let me see. What game are we going to play? We are playing Let's Argue. And I'm going to read at 7:15, I'm going to read the rules again for you, Trical, okay? Brittany said, hey, Saret. Yep, Let's Argue is the name of it, okay? So this is one that says parental advisory. It's a parental advisory. So some of the things are going to probably be, I don't know. I don't even know if we'll get to it because I was showing Brittany, this is how many cards we got. And we're not going to play all the cards. So I got a sticky note so that I can put it in between the ones we've already played, okay? Hey, my Trical, Saret said. And Saret said, hey, Brittany Boo. So, yes, y'all, we got 3 more minutes, and we're going to get started. Kayla better hurry up. Saret, was the game over? Was the spade game over? Hi, little panda. How you doing? So, yes. Let me see. Okay, that's ear piercing her. I'm not, I don't remember. I was too young when I got these, but this is an 18 and over channel. You have to be 18 to be on this channel, okay? Let me see. Saret said yes. It was over. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so hopefully if they have a chance, they'll come over and play for a little bit. Okay, so, like I said, okay, I'm about to read the rules again in a minute, but to let y'all know that anybody Okay. All right. Can y'all hear me now? Let me make sure I can hear me on here. Okay, y'all can hear me now. Okay. Man, okay. I still got, oh, there's 5 people in the chat. Okay. It is 7:15 now. We're about to get started. Let me go over the rules first. The name of the game is Let's Argue. Let me get my magnifying zoomer thing so I can read the rules. I'm going to read the rules. The rules say, let me zoom it in. The rules say the number 1 rule is there are no rules in arguments. No rules to the game. Let every question spark a fun, humorous debate. In no way was this game created to cause confliction and divide amongst contestants, which is everybody. And then 5 questions are based on opinion, preference, and comparison. Nothing listed is factual, okay? So y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready to go. And then we're going to get started, okay? I should look through to see like what was the best ones to start with. Okay. Y'all put a 1 in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready to go. I'm waiting on y'all. Welcome to live chat, remember. Okay. Let me make sure my chat is not stuck, y'all. Oh, no, wait. No. There you go, check out. Okay. Dang, did you say the rules? Yeah, I did. You want me to say it one more time? Hey, Chris. Let me say the rules one more time, y'all. It's not even no rules. It's not really even no rules. It's just saying that the game Let's Argue. Let me zoom it in. The game is called Let's Argue. Number 1 is that the number 1 rule is there are no rules to arguing. Let every question spark a fun, humorous debate. And in no way is this game created to cause confliction and or divide amongst contestants. And questions are based on opinion, preference, and comparison. Nothing listed is factual. And it's called Let's Argue, okay? And we're about to get started. 7:17. Thanks for those side hearts, y'all. Okay, so the first, what do they call it? The first question, it's a question actually. Who gossips the most, men or women? Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Game Night. Chris said, who gossips more, men or women? Who do y'all, both, you think, Trial? So you don't think one gossips more than the other? Oh, yes, both. Okay, well, my deceased husband, he didn't gossip. But that first and third husband, oh my God, they did gossip. A lot of the men in my life have gossip. I gotta say, a lot of the men in my life. I might have to go with Trical on that. Brittany says she thinks men are worse than women. You think they're worse than women? Dang. Chris thinks women. Kenji said, huh? Kenji, who gossips more, men or women? Make sure you subscribe, Kenji. Trical said men will gossip at the barbershop. Huh. I went in no barbershop. And a lot of the men that I know was that we went in no barbershop and they was gossiping. Let me see. Hey, Mitchie. Thanks for coming over. Hey, come on, everyone in the chat. Laugh out loud. And men, you think, okay. All right. We got like a tie where people saying men and women. I'm voting men. Once I think about, no, I don't want to say men. I want to go with Trical, both. I want to say both. I think both. I don't think that, like, I don't feel like the men was gossiping any more than women, but just as many women I know that gossip, the men do too. Gamma, can you say the rules one more time? I'm sorry. No, the rules are that it's no rules in arguing. It's not intended for any confliction to happen, and that the questions are based on opinion, preference, and comparison. Nothing is like factual. That's it. Let me see. That's a hard one because it can be both. That's what I think too, Michi. Sweat said men gossip, but not more than women, y'all. Sweat said she thinking, she think that they still don't have the women beat. Hey, Snip. How you doing? Agreed, Surratt. Chris said, okay. Next one is, next one. Where does the bread go? On top of the fridge or in the pantry? Does the bread go on top of the fridge or the pantry? I'm doing good, Snip. Where y'all put your bread? Okay. Actually, my bread don't even go in the pantry. It goes on the kids' snack shelf. I don't know why I always stop it at the snack shelf. I don't know, but it's on their snack shelf. For some reason, I keep it there. I never really realized I didn't put it in the pantry. So let me see what y'all said. On top of the refrigerator, Chakao, as a kid, but as a kid. Okay, so you said you don't. Pantry. Okay, Chris said, hey, the Snip. Hey, Caddy. It goes in the fridge. You put your bread in the refrigerator? It don't get hot. Like, okay, I know I would not do on top of the refrigerator because I feel like that will cook it. Like the motor and the heat will cook it. But the refrigerator, how do you keep it soft if you put it in the refrigerator? On the counter. Now, okay, you grew up with it being in on top of the refrigerator, but now you put it on the counter. I probably wouldn't just put it on I probably would put it on the counter before I would on top of a refrigerator, but I just put it on the kids' snack shelf that I got there. Justice said, what's up, Gamma in chat? What's up, Justice? Caddy said, Chakao said hi to Caddy and Justice. Chris said, hey, Caddy and Justice. Caddy said, hey, y'all. Surette said, depends if there's space on top of the refrigerator. Now I put it in the pantry. So if you put your bread on a refrigerator, now I'm just going by what I was growing up, or sometime in my life a million years ago, I must have found out that it was warm on the refrigerator. Okay, granted, I haven't touched the top of a refrigerator probably like the last 30 years, but at some point in my life, a refrigerator was warm. So won't that cook your bread? Depends if there's space. Okay, because I do remember in my younger life, I tried to have a bread box. But when I had the bread box, wait, hold on. Hold on one second, y'all. When I got the bread box, it seems like it caused my bread to get mold faster. It seemed like it was molding faster, so I stopped doing that. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, Caddy don't like her bread soft. I always, first of all, I always get the bread that's the freshest in the back. I never get the bread from the front because I want the freshest, softest bread. Caddy, you are the first person I have ever heard say that they don't like soft bread. Y'all gotta put in the chat if y'all agree with Caddy about soft bread. I never heard nobody say they don't like soft bread. I remember my father, when he used to like fry fish, he used to be like, we're gonna have some fish tonight. I'm gonna get some good old soft bread. I'd be like, yes. We used to get that Wonder Bread or the butternut. And if it was just so fresh, he loves some good fresh bread. Caddy, I've never heard nobody say they don't like soft bread. Snip said, I think it's only right if you put it in a pantry. Okay. Justice said we had bread box. Yeah, I had a bread box once upon a time, but it seemed like it molded so fast. Let me see, but mine's on the counter now. Okay. My dad has a bread box. Chakao said it never got hard on the top of the refrigerator. Okay, well maybe it doesn't. It seemed like I just remember touching the top of the refrigerator. It was like kind of like warm, not like hot, but warm. But I was like, well, I don't want to put my bread up there because it seems like it'll make it like hurt, like cook it a little bit over time. Chris said, Surette, how do you reach the top of the refrigerator? A step stool? How you said, Chris? Want to fight? I see. Katie said, bread don't even mold like it used to. I have left it on the counter also. Oh, I don't know if bread molds the way it used to. And the reason why I got to say that is because just today, that's funny we were having this conversation. Because today, like the kid, I went and got some bread when I dropped them off. I went to the store. I dropped them off on Monday. So I think I got the bread on Sunday. So they didn't happen to eat any of the bread on Sunday. So I have it's no more good, I think on the 12th, right? So I looked at it today. I was like, oh, I got to get that bread in the freezer. So I just went in there and put 4 slices into saran wrap and put it in the freezer because I freeze it. And so now that means I left out, well, so that left me with 4. I left 4 slices out. Now this is key. I got to put it in my, I keep putting in my mind, no bread, no bread. But I got to remember this is keto. It's only 1 carb in these slices. So like tomorrow, I think I'm going to get up and make me like a cheese toast or something like that. To try to make myself even eat some of the bread. Otherwise, I'm going to end up, if I don't eat it any tomorrow, I'm probably going to freeze that 4 slices. And then when the kids come over, like if they're having sandwiches or toast or something, I just take out a pack or 2 at a time to make sure. Oh, I probably won't do that because I bought them bread. I got to remember to freeze some of their bread. Oh, I did freeze their bread. I did. That was a keto bread I bought for myself. When they left, they had their regular bread, and I put the whole loaf in the freezer because they only ate like a half a loaf because I don't want to be throwing the bread out. So yes, I don't know if it molds or not because I freeze it so fast. I only like some. Me too, Chris. I hate week old bread. Yes, I like fresh bread. That's your buddy. And y'all, if y'all freeze it, it is totally fresh when you unfreeze. I'm letting y'all know that now. I use Ezekiel bread. Okay, and that bread, a bread that's full of grains though. Yes, I like breads with seeds on it too. What is it? I like brownstone. Let me see. Is this game about okay, next question. Is it better old school group Isley Brothers or Frankie Beverly and Maze? Look at Serenity. Y'all don't laugh at Justice. She just always trying to keep up a record. Okay, who is the better old school group? Isley Brothers or Frankie Beverly? Oh, I gotta go with Isley Brothers. I love Frankie Beverly. I understand that. But if you're talking about epic, iconic, I gotta go with Isley Brothers. You can't choose, Caddy. Chris said she gotta go with Frankie Beverly. She gotta go with them. Trakel said she gotta go with Frankie, and I understand. I can't go against them. It's just that if I gotta choose one, I gotta go with Isley Brothers. And I think that's probably, even though I've been listening to Maze for years, I think Isley Brothers was already embedded in my soul before I really got into Maze. So I got to do Isley Brothers. Okay. Better line dance? Is it the wobble or the Cupid shuffle? Isley's were out before, but yeah, right. So they was already embedded in me. So I can't put them down just because Maze came. Cookout music, right. Both of them are cookout music. So what y'all thinking? Better line dance or is wobble or the Cupid shuffle? Do you like the wobble better? I like the wobble better. Before I let go, was my ringtone? Yes. For your ex, Justin said she had the ringtone. Before I let go, I like that. And now, okay, let's maybe ask this question. Better, was it the original or Beyonce? Everybody say the original. I always stand alone and say Beyonce because I love the beat that she put to it. So I know y'all all gonna say the let's see, Sarissa said Cupid Shuffle. And Justin said Cupid Shuffle. Katie said wobble is more smooth. Yeah, you just like so like it is more smooth to me. Justin said Cupid. Chris, I knew she was gonna say she liked the original. All y'all gonna say the original. I'm the only one that's wanna go with Beyonce. It always happened every time it's a discussion. Everybody's like, original. I'm like, but I love that beat that she put with that. And I lost a lot of weight off that before I let go. But when I lost that weight, when I used to go to water exercise, I get in that pool, put the AirPod in my ear, and blast that song. And they used to give me so many steps. So I like the original. Let me see. Cupid Shuffle put you in the mood to dance all night. Okay. Cupid. Okay, next question. A guy finds out his best friend is sleeping with his mother. Who should he be more mad at? So if you find out that your best friend is sleeping with your mother or father, who are you going to be more mad at? The mother or father or your best friend? Trakel is going to be more mad at the mom. What y'all think? I don't even want to think about it, so I'm not going to pick. But if y'all can stomach it, which would y'all be more mad at? Y'all best friend or your mother or father? Kenny said all originals are better. The rest are just samples. Okay, Katie said she don't accept nobody trying to overdo somebody else's music. Let me see. Chris said she mad at the mother. Cal said the grown mother no better. But what if y'all like in y'all 40s and 50s or something? Like, that won't matter? Okay. How many? Oh, I don't know this. I don't know that. So, well, we don't have to be wrong or right. Anybody know how many Nicks comes before Nickelodeon? It sounds like they must say Nick, Nick, Nick or something like that over and over again. So it says how many Nicks comes before Nickelodeon? She still don't better. Chris said. Right, Chris Trical said. Y'all know about that Nicks on Nickelodeon? I have never watched Nickelodeon, y'all. My kids used to watch it all the time. I think That's So Raven or something used to be on there or something like that. And I remember them watching it, but I never watched it. 7, 5, 8, 7, 8. I have no idea because I don't even know. I'm just assuming they must say it all over and over again because they said it. Like how many in Maybach, how many whatever. So I don't know. Okay. Katie said, didn't watch it. I didn't either, Katie, so I don't know. Okay. Is it pop or soda? Which one do you say? Do you say pop or soda? I have never in my life said pop. I used to always think when I was a teenager, my cousins from down south, they come over here and be like, from New Orleans, and they'll start saying, pass me that pop, yeah? And I'd be like, what? Let me have some of your pop, yeah? Can I have some of your pop, yeah? Or like, that's how they talk. They always put yes or no at the end, and then they call it soda pop. Soda, Stressy said, yes, I'm used to soda. Soda, Cal, Soda, Chris. Pop, Katie says pop. Katie, where you from? Chris said, where you from? Man. Okay. Next one, Trical said, my cousin in Louisiana say cold drink. Yes, they be like, I want a cold drink. They do. Some places do. Who is that? I know somebody who used to say cold drink, but it was so long ago, I forgot who it was. Yes, I've heard people say cold drink. Okay, Missouri. Katie's in Missouri. Chris said, oh, okay. Okay, does Lloyd on his song You say 5-2 or 5-2? Oh, I remember that bit. Which one is it, y'all? I'm going to see what y'all say. Then I'm going to look up what the real answer is. Let me see if Google knows. On Lloyd's song, You, did he say 5-2 or 5-2? Okay. Let me see it. Yep, 5-2. It's 5-2. I Googled it. It says 5-2. Yep. 5-2. I love this song. Okay. Who create... Oh, no. Who cheats the most, men or women? Who cheats the most, men or women? Let me see what y'all can say. Trical said men. You said men. Let's see if statistics show. Statistically, who cheats more, men or women? Let me see what they say. Okay. It says men are more likely to report engaging in infidelity than women. Though rates for both genders are increasing, however, the gender gap is narrowing and trends show women's infidelity rates are on the rise, especially in younger age groups. The motivations and methods of cheating also differ, with men often citing physical reasons and women sometimes seeking emotional connection and fulfillment outside their primary relationship. So they said that the men might be on top now, but the women try to run neck and neck. So I don't know. Let me see. That was too easy. Let me see. Nowadays, there are running neck and neck. Right, Tricale just said that. Tricale said women just don't get caught. That's what it sounds like. Because you notice they tried to say that. They said men are more likely to report it, meaning women lie a lot. They not gonna they gonna admit to it. Men are just they crazy. They're telling themselves. They said. Chris laughing at Tricale. Katie said men cheat just because women usually have to be emotionally involved. Right, most of the time. But they saying it's changing. The women getting down like, okay, it ain't got to be that nowadays. That's what it sounds like. Okay, a woman and her man goes out to eat with her friend. Should her man pay for the friend's food too? We sick of them. You guys say we sick of them. We're going to get right with them on it. So a woman and her man goes out to eat with her friend. Should her man pay for the friend's food too? What y'all think? That's y'all new age woman. Oh, that's y'all new age women out here, Katie said. Katie said she don't know about that. Katie said no. I say no. It'd be nice if he did, but absolutely does not have to. Is anybody's going to say yes to that? So I said he can. That's what I was thinking. Like, and it's nice if he did it, but I don't think it's a requirement at all. He doesn't have to, right? He don't have to. Like, who would expect that? I wouldn't expect it. And I don't think my friend should expect it. Chris said, well, he should. Chris thinks that he should pay for it. She said, yeah, he should pay for it. Okay. Okay, let me see. Which is the better sauce? That part, Katie. Katie said, why the friend going though? Right, that is kind of, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Because if you ain't like double dating, that's awkward. Like, I can't be in awkward positions like that. Tricale said, like, I've heard you do you, but when I do me, you'll need an ounce. You ever say you'll need an ounce of white powder? You know the name? To ease the pain. Like I've heard, you do you, but when I do me, you'll need an ounce of white powder. You know the name? To ease the pain. Tricale, I am totally lost. Totally lost. Hey, Lady D. Totally lost, Tricale. I'm looking like, I have no idea. Chris said I did stupid stuff like that in high school, and my boyfriend cheated with. Oh, don't even talk about that friend. I'm mad. I'm still mad. You said you done with it, Chris. I'm still mad at the best friend, so I don't know. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. Okay. So would you rather be with someone who's boring and rich, or someone that is broke but fun? Ooh. Which one? I want to know what y'all about to say about this. Tricale put out of miserably. Tricale, okay. Yeah, I'm still mad. Okay, you still mad, because I was about to say I want to still be mad about that. Okay, would you rather be with someone who's boring and rich, or someone that's broke but fun? Y'all, let me see how y'all gonna answer this. Because it's like, I can't do boring, but I can't do broke. Man, let me see what y'all say. I'm going to let y'all answer this. We need money to have fun, but especially eat. Right. Tricale said I need something. Right, Tricale. Like something like, let me take the rich out of the first one and put fun in the, but they ain't even got to be rich. It's not even like I'm expecting I ain't expecting a rich. But what you mean by broke? If you say rich, like, what's the rich and then what's the broke? You know what I'm saying? Because broke don't have to be broke, and rich don't have to be rich. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Okay, let me see. Lady D said somewhere in the middle. Yes, broke but fun. Okay, Chris said she'll just take the broke but fun, because I think the reason why Chris is saying that, because she's probably saying that it don't matter how much money you have. If I'm going to be bored, I'm not going to want to be there regardless. I think that's what Chris said. Let me see. Sweat said, Chris, you must be the sugar mama. Oh my gosh. Katie said, boring and rich. I kind of I'm kind of boring, but we doing something. You want to make sure y'all do something. Like, are they boring and they're going to stay boring? Or can you just kind of meet them in the middle and find something they like to do and like kind of engage in that, and then you find joy in doing whatever they like? I don't know. They got to give me more. They got to give me more explanation of what they're saying. What are you considering boring? What you consider boring? Like, what you saying is boring? And then what you considering fun? Because like if you considering being at home boring, I don't think that's boring because I love being at home. And if you think fun is like being out in a bar all the time, I don't necessarily want to be in no bar or like a club. I definitely want to be in a club. So like, what are you considering the fun? I need more. You got to explain that to me. Let me see. I'm kind of bored too, Katie. And no, but I want some fun every now and then. Yeah, like you got to do something. Cause girl, Katie said we're gonna do something with that money. Yeah, cause who? Right. Bring the money and I'll show you fun. Right. Okay, I got that, Sweat. I got that. Okay, let's see. What's the better sauce? Louisiana hot sauce or Hidden Valley? Wait. Louisiana hot sauce or Hidden Valley Ranch? I gotta go. Well, I don't use Louisiana. I use Frank's. And I would have to still vote for Hidden Valley Ranch because that's what Bobby Jr. used to, I used to have to buy by the gallon for him. So I got to go with that. Let me see. Chris said, no, I mean, boring like I have nothing in common with you. Okay. We can't laugh together. Okay. Yeah. No, that'd be a problem. Justin said Louisiana. I probably had Louisiana hot sauce. I've never bought it, but I've had it with like other people had it or a restaurant. That's all they had. But I just like Frank's. I like Frank's. Texas Pete. I never had that. That's not a comparison. It's not. It's not even saying like Frank's or Louisiana or Hidden Valley or Kraft. I don't understand. Neither. Chris said, Lady D said, neither. Hot sauce, Shacal said. Justin said, I like Frank's too. Yeah, I like Frank's. Let me see. Katie said, Louisiana, only way to go. Okay, but why are these the same? I don't know why they did it like that. That's them asking that question like that. Y'all see that? Oop. That's them asking that question. I thought that was weird too. Like, they don't even go together. Justin said, yeah. What is ranch got to do with hot sauce? You're not going to put them in the same thing, right? I prefer ranch over hot sauce if I had a choice. If she had to choose, that's what she would choose. Okay. Who won the fight between Ricky and Doughboy? Or boys? Oh, maybe y'all might know. I don't know. Who won? Because I don't remember it. I remember those names, but I don't remember it. Who won the fight between Ricky and Doughboy on Boys in the Hood when they were grown? Y'all know that answer? Because I have no idea. But I know y'all watch movies, so I don't know. Hey, T1000, you made it. Let me see. Hey, Stay in My Lane, you made it. What do you consider fun? All right. Let me see. Internationally fun music notes. Okay. Chris said, hey, T1000 to Stay in My Lane. Chris said, not sure. Yeah, I don't know that one. Stay in My Lane must know. She said Ricky. Okay. I never seen that movie. Boys in the Hood? Now, I saw Boys in the Hood. Tracal, now, you let me beat you? I finally won. Katie said, Doughboy. Brittany, and they said Brittany. Brittany got to answer that question. She be doing those movies. Tracal said, I might catch it Saturday. You'll look at it. Okay. Justice said Doughboy was the winner. T1000 said, hey, Justice. Katie said Ricky was not a fighter. Okay. Stay in My Lane. Saying hi to T1000 and Chris. Okay. Which zodiac sign lies the most? I don't really get into zodiac signs, but is that Gemini? They say that lie. Who did we say lie? I don't know. I don't keep up with the zodiac signs, but I thought it was like Aquarius says no, Stay in My Lane. No. Let me see. Justice said I went to the movies to watch Boys in the Hood and cried like a baby. I mean, the ugly crocodiles Well, Justice, that was so trouble when he got shot in his back. That, I probably did. I'm sure I cried on that. That I haven't watched it again. I only watched it one time, and that was so many years ago. But I'm sure I cried. I'm sure I cried. I just can't remember. Virgo man. Tracal says the Virgo man that can't stop lying. Tracal said, "Lord, I pray my son don't." I don't think. Okay, y'all. Okay, so y'all saying I'm a liar. Okay. Cancer Justice says. Stan Malay said. What? Let me see. Oh my God. Let me see. Okay, Tracal said, stay in my lane. Exit left. Exit left, she said. Stay in my lane said, sorry, Tracal. Oh, I know my stomach is starting to hurt, y'all. I had some popcorn. And it got my stomach hurt. Okay, let me see. Do men like ladies better with makeup or without makeup? Katie. What Katie say? Cancers don't lie. We cry. Okay. I don't know. I don't never know what sign people are. Like, I cannot think right now what sign my husband's was. I would probably have to think about the month and try to figure it out. Oh, no, I do. I remember the last husband. That popped in my brain. Oh, yeah, second. Okay, now that I think about it. But I don't know. I'll never go by that. Kenny, that's a fact. What can he say? Cancers though, like, oh, okay. Tracal said all Aquariuses are not the same. I know that for a fact, she said. Libras are the best people ever. Okay. I don't know. I wonder if I ever had anything to do with a Libra. I don't know. If a person, wait, did I read the, I wanted to read the bottom of this one. Oh, we didn't answer. Do men like ladies better with makeup or without it? Do they like it or not? Y'all know, damn, if we had men in the chat, they can answer that one. Let me see. They like it without, you think? Without stimuli? Okay. They stay without. Chris said they stay without, but then if you don't have it on, they be looking devastated. That's what Chris said might happen. They try to act like or something like that. Katie said they stay without, but they lying. Katie said they try to say that. Like, it was a whole thing. My sister sent me something that was so good. It was this lady on there. She was doing, it was on YouTube too. They should have shared it. And she was talking about how men always say, Justice said without. They always say that they want women like to be natural. You know, like, yeah, I like natural women. I like natural women. But then as soon as the women break out with an afro or like locks or like a natural, like with no makeup and all of that, then they look devastated. Like, wait a minute. Like if they go out somewhere looking like, I'm not talking about that kind of natural. What are you talking about when you say you like somebody to be natural? What you talking about then? But she made so many good points on how that's not true. Okay, that's a whole different subject. Okay, let's play the game. Okay, if a person gets cheated on and they cheat back, is their cheating justified? If a person gets cheated on and they cheat back, is that cheating justified? No. Stand by right said no, it's not. Katie said no. Nope, just being petty, Tracal said. Chris said no. Everybody said no, that is not justified. That is not justified. So if you thought that you just got your lick back and you're okay with that, everybody said no, it's not okay. You wrong, and that makes two wrongs, right? No, but it feels good. Lady D said, it might not be right, but it make you feel a little bit better. She said, oh my God, that's too funny. Okay. A person cheats on their spouse with his or her best friend. Ooh, who should he or she be the most mad at? For me, that'd be equal. I got a problem with both y'all, but neither one of y'all can ever say anything else. Oh, Chris, come on, you answer this, Chris. Neither one of y'all can ever say nothing to me. I'm going to drop both of y'all like a hot potato, and it's going to be like y'all vanished in the sky. I'm not going to have no memory of y'all. I wouldn't know if y'all living or not. I would nothing. Everything would be cut off. Let me see what y'all saying. Say it again. Justice said she think that is justified. She said that's justified. A good lick back, yeah, that's justified. This one is, A person cheats on their spouse with his or her best friend. Who should you be mad at? Your spouse cheats on you with your best friend. Who are you madder at? Your spouse or your best friend? Is it justified until it feels better? Oh, justice. Let me see. Hold on. Chris said, like my husband with your husband? Yeah, like a husband or like your spouse. Yeah, or your significant other with your best friend. Lady D said, I agree with you on that. Stand by Lane said, not me, never cross that line ever. Right. Justice said, is it justified until it feels better? She said, how long is it justified, Lady D? Is it justified the one time, or you say, I'm going to do the 2 time on you? I found out about 1, so I'm going to do a 2 or 3 just in case you had 2 or 3 and I just found out about it. Katie said both. Both and both are done. You gone. Exactly, Katie. Like, bye. Like, it wouldn't be no fuss. It wouldn't be no fight. It would be like, so happy that, like, go in there and pray, be like, thank you, God. Thank you for bringing this out in the open. You are so faithful. Go in the next room and say, you get out. Make sure you don't darken this door. Don't make a mistake and darken the door again, though. Don't darken my door. Do not touch one of the numbers in my phone number. Do not have any more contact with me. Make sure you don't. That's what it'll be. Chris said, she said, I am for both of them. Lady D said both. Yes, Stamala said both. Let me see, you guys said both. But the best friend, because she know better to break the girl code. Oh, okay. A man will be a man regardless. Ooh. With the friend, you out of here. Out of here. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Philip. Right, exactly. That's going too far. Oh, I'm so happy I never came into no contact. Okay. If you get arrested and you find out it's for a crime your best friend committed, do you snitch on them or do the time? You get arrested and you find out it's for a crime your best friend committed, do you snitch on them or do the time? Hell yeah. Chris said she, listen, it was on a Monday at 5:13, maybe 5:13, 5:15. Hold on. Don't quote me on that. I got my Ring camera picked it up, and I will bring y'all the footage. I'll be there with the footage. Chris said, I know. Justice was like, me, I know. I'm the one, I know. Let me see. Chris said, I'm yelling from the roof. Katie said, I'm snitching because, girl. Oh, my God. Y'all say y'all snitching. Okay. Does the $ go before or after a number? You know how sometimes people put the $ in the front, and sometimes people put the $ in the back. Where do y'all put it in the back or the front? Who is Dixon Young? This person said, don't take it. I want to see how Dixon Yaz looks. Let me see. Let's see. Where's Dixon Yaz? Who is Dixon Yaz? Ha. Okay. Let me see. I Stand by Life said, yes, I snitched on. Yes, I snitched on. That's supposed to be for 32 years ago. You know, ooh! Dracal said before. Okay, I think it goes before too. Do the crime, do the time. Lady D said, what would you do, Gamma? I don't know. It depends on what it is. Before the sign, before the number, yeah, we all put it before. I think you got to be like from a different, like, I think certain cultures maybe do that. That's what I believe. Let me see. What is that? $ lovely Stand by Life. Say, okay. Jay said, make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, like, don't subscribe though. Don't hit the like button. That's okay. You ain't got to do nothing. I was going to say, but just don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Let me see. Okay. Next one. Best cartoon show from back in the day. What's the best cartoon show from back in the day? I'm gonna say the Jetsons. I used to love the Jetsons. I'm gonna say Jetsons. Which cartoon did y'all love the best back in the day? Let me see. Chris said that's tough. Hey Tasha, definitely the Jetsons. I love the Jetsons when it used to be like doing that little walk in and then like getting in the bubble. Like I used to love that. Katie said Tom and Jerry. I did like Tom and Jerry. I did like Tom and Jerry. Chakal said, what's the question? What's the best cartoon show from back in the day? Pepe Le Pew and the cat. Did I ever see that? I heard of it before. I don't remember. Hey, Tasha, Chris said, He-Man. Okay. I remember it was out, but I don't think I ever watched it. Captain Planet. I never heard of that. Chakal said, dang, I'm trying to listen and watch the game. Oh, sorry, Chakal. Powerpuff Girls. Okay, I heard that, but I never watched it. Tom and Jerry. I used to watch that all the time. Tasha said, hey, my Chris Hub. Definitely Captain Planet. I never heard of it. Chakal said hi to Tasha. Who's winning? Who's winning, Chakal? In the game, she said, oh, I was going to say Popeye, Katie. It was between Popeye and Jetsons. I used to love Popeye. Man, I used to love Popeye. Yes, Red. Do you remember the song? Let me see the song. Captain, what you say the name of it? Let me see how it look. Captain Planet. Let's see. Let me get the person off that I look like. Captain Planet. No, I know I watched that like that. No. Let me see. Stand by Light said my new one now is Dragon Balls. I don't know what that is. So I said, yes, girl. Katie said, Rhinestones? Oh, Flintstones. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I used to love Flintstones. You got to put Flintstones in there. Okay, I might have liked Flintstones. Did I like Flintstones better than the Jetsons? Oh, I can't pick. I can't pick now. I forgot about the Flintstones. Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna catch you and take you down to zero. I think I seen a little blue man. I never seen that before. I never saw that. Okay, ladies, would you prefer your man with a six-pack or a dad body? Would you rather your man have a six-pack or a dad body? Now, who asked for the dad body? Like, okay, maybe it might be okay if he has a dad body, but who's going to set out to say, I don't want no six-pack. Give me the dad body. Come on now. Okay, let me see. Smurfs. Oh, yes, I remember the Smurfs. So I said, Captain Planet, he's our hero. Going to take pollution down to zero. No, I don't know that. Chris is six-pack, right? Chris like, okay, duh. Let me see. From Puerto Rico. Thanks for coming to the chat. If you have good intentions, try to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me see. Chakal said, oh, yes, Red. Six-pack, duh, right? Like, why are you asking somebody that kind of question? Okay. Oh, seafood or Mexican food? Oh, my God. Why are they asking this? I'm going to have to say Mexican food because I don't like all seafood. Once I have the fish and the crab legs, I'm kind of done with seafood. I don't eat scallops. I will eat shrimp, like JJ shrimp, but I don't set out to say, like, give me shrimp this or shrimp that. My favorites are fish and crab legs. All that of those mussels and oysters and all that stuff. So I'm going to have to say Mexican food. Let me see what y'all said. Both. Right. Chakal said both. Chris said seafood. Lady D said seafood. Katie said Mexican. Tasha said both. Sweat said seafood. Seafood on a tortilla shell. She said she wanted the best of both worlds. Yeah, well, we was just at the place. I was so mad because they had something called a fried taco. I meant to get a video of it, but I didn't. They had a fried taco. So it was actually, it looked like it was closed and fried on the outside. And everybody ordered. They said it was so good, but I was so mad because they did have a shrimp one, but I don't be caring about shrimp like that. I asked them, can you put the fried catfish in there for me? And they said no. And so all you could get it with was beef or chicken or seafood. And it looked so good. It looked like a regular taco. It was like closed, almost like a quesadilla, like closed, like a half. And so if I go there again, I might just go ahead and get the shrimp just to see how it tastes, because everybody would just ooh and ah over it. Okay. Better group was, ooh. The better group, H-Town or Jodeci? Let me let y'all do that. I ain't getting that one. What y'all think? H-Town or Jodeci? I'm gonna see what y'all saying. I don't even want to answer that. I don't know. Let me see. Jodeci. Everybody gonna say Jodeci? Because H-Town got... See, this... I can't even have no music questions, y'all. Because the second I have music questions, y'all know I want to go to this phone and play something. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I already got a red dollar sign for that doggone line dancing. Jodeci all day, Surette said. So nobody would say H-Town. Let me go. Where's the Google? Give me the name of the hits by the group H-Town. So y'all want to say Knock in the Boots, They Like It Slow, Emotions, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Special Kind of Food, Lick You Up, Backseat, Natural Woman, what else? One Night Gigolo, Ways to Treat a Woman, Crying My Heart Out to You, Baby I Wanna, I Appreciate You, none of that. Super Love, Full Time Lover, none of that, y'all. Let me see what y'all said. Katie said, oh, Lexi, you scared me, girl. Out of my wheelhouse. 70s my era. Okay. Let me see. Not better than Jodeci. Okay. No. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Make you fall in love. Okay. So, wait, that's the name of the songs? I think she said that's the name of the songs. Oh, they didn't even put that down there. Let me see. I mean, they had hits, but not good enough. Okay. Between... No. If a guy proposed to a woman and she says no, should the relationship be over? If someone proposes to someone and they say no, should the relationship be over? Chakal said that's lyrics to emotions. Oh, okay. Chris said no. If somebody proposes to somebody and they say no, the relationship should not be over. Should it be over if they're saying like they don't ever want to be married? You think? Maybe they're already. Yeah, but what if they say no, they don't want to never be married? Then what should you do? No, he needs to find out why. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, don't they need a reason to make sure they're not saying like a no period or a no for now? Would that make the difference? What y'all think? Chakal said no, just means they need more time. Okay. Better date, dinner at a movie or carry out at Netflix? Which one is the better dinner? The better date, dinner at a movie or carry out at Netflix? If they never want to be married, then I don't know. Yeah, they should have said that earlier. Yeah, they should probably already know that. Yeah, that'd be something they would have probably discussed really early, and then now one of them are ready, and then the other person is not ready, probably. Katie said if they want to be married, they should move. If they want to be married, they should move on. They shouldn't wait. Okay. Trakal says, okay, Lady D said either one of those. Chris says carry out and Netflix. That's what I'm picking. Trakal said dinner and Netflix. Katie said if they want to be married, okay, I got that. Carry out Netflix. These days for me. Surette, me too. I'm like, let's just go get it so I can just be comfortable and like lay back and just, I don't know. Katie said dinner at a movie. Get me out the house. Katie said, well, let's go. Let's get dressed and get going and take a ride. Okay, Katie? Okay. Which one did I say? Okay. Better movie, Harlem Nights or Life? Ooh, let me see what y'all say about that. Because I do remember seeing both of them. I know they both were good movies, but I don't remember no details. So, Chris, I love relaxing. Better movie, Harlem Nights or Life? That's a tough one. Should I say me too, Chris? I want to get dressed and go eat. Chakal said, after that, take me home. I want to Netflix. Said, yeah, okay. She said she want to go out to eat. She got to go out for both of them. But let's go out to eat and then we come back for the movie at home. We ain't necessarily got to go to a movie theater. Okay. I can see that, Chakal. I can see that. I can see that. Okay, Lady D said Life was better. Harlem Nights, but Eddie was in both. Yep, he was in both. I remember, I do know that. Harlem Nights, because more stars was in it. But they had stars in Life too. Or you said it had more than Life. Okay. Okay. What's the better holiday, Thanksgiving or Christmas? I'm not going to say I don't set out to celebrate. I always tell y'all I don't celebrate holidays, but I do congregate with my family at that time regardless because I'm always going to take the opportunity to be with my family. So I'm going to say, I don't know, I might like to see them giving their kids gifts and stuff because, I don't know, probably bring back memories about me and my kids now, but so that I don't feel the pressure and feeling like I'm participating in all those festivities, I probably would pick Thanksgiving. So let me see. I had a taste for some tuna fish. Harlem Night. Okay. Chakal said Life. I never seen. Oh, you never saw. Oh, y'all can't. Katie said Christmas. Y'all can't talk about me about these movies no more because people are in here not. Chakal, don't you normally talk about me for not doing the movies? Stay in my lane says Christmas. You should watch it, Chakal. Lady D said Christmas because I have small grandkids. Okay. Chris said it's fun. Watch it because it's funny, Chakal. I remember it being funny. Chakal said Christmas. I can smell it coming. Yep, it's coming. Stay in my lane said back down memory lane. I don't know. What's that? That's a movie? Okay, so would y'all rather have mayo or mustard? I like mustard, but I'm a mayo kind of person. If like, what y'all mean? You mean it's on a sandwich? If it's not on a sandwich, I'll say mayo. I rarely put mustard on a sandwich, but I might. Like, I guess I never think about the mustard, but I don't mind the mustard on my sandwich. I just have mayo more often. Chakal says mayo. Katie says, however, I don't celebrate anymore commercially. Yeah, I don't either, Katie. So it's like, I just want to be around the family. If they do it, I don't mind them doing it, but I'm just taking the opportunity to be with the family. Chris said, oh, wait. Stay in my lane said, no Chakal. No mustard? Chris said, mayo, I can't stand mustard. I like mustard. And a honey Dijon mustard, I like mustard. I just be forgetting about mustard. My mustard lasts forever until it almost expires because I forget, but I'm starting thinking about it. I don't have a lot of sandwiches anyways. I don't eat hot dogs. Like all the things I used to eat mustard on, I don't. I make it like a little bit of potato salad, my deviled eggs, so stuff like that. Katie said mustard. Oh, you don't do mayo? That's funny how some people don't do mayo. And I like mayo. Like all the Chipotle meals, the spicy meals. I like those. Okay. $1 million cash or a credit score of 700 for the rest of your life. $1 million cash or a credit score of 700 for the rest of your life. I got to take the cash. I got to take the cash because the cash is going to buy the house where I don't have to have no credit and I don't have to pay no notes or nothing. I'm taking $1 million. And it would be nice to do the 700 for the rest of your life, but that 700 is just going to secure the fact that you can collect more debt, basically. And if I had the cash to just buy things I want, I think I would do the cash. Sorry. Let me see. Chris said million now. Katie said cash. My score already 700. She said I'm already doing that. Give me the money. Stay in my lane said the million. Chakal said cash. I can build my own credit with the cash. Yeah, like that ain't no trade-off. So somebody, okay, you sitting on a credit score for 5 years now. That didn't do nothing for you. It don't give you nothing but a credit line so that you can incur debt. That's it. So no. I would take the money. Okay, with playing dominoes, is it 5 or 10 to get in? When you're playing dominoes, the way y'all play it, because I know people play different, is it 5 or 10 to get in? Cash, I can do my own credit. Okay, yeah. We're playing dominoes, 10. Yeah, we do 10. Katie said, ain't the orange one, ain't the orange one doing away with credit card? Are you serious, Katie? No, I haven't heard that like that. I ain't heard nothing about nothing like that. How you do away with a credit score? How they supposed to determine who could get cards or whatever? Lord, was something supposed to take the place of it? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so 10 to get in, Chakal. I play 10 to get in too. Okay. Well, okay. What's better social media, Facebook or Instagram? What's better social media, Facebook or Instagram? Which one y'all like better? If y'all are in the chat, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you go look at all. Y'all been dropping so many shorts. Y'all tell me if y'all start getting sick of those shorts, because what I do, I told you I got my shorts scheduled out through September, right? But I do so much in a day, and I keep having these ideas, and then I end up wanting to drop the ones that I need to be dropped the day that I drop them. Like, some I can schedule out, but some I schedule out. So y'all let me know when y'all start getting sick of the shorts, okay? Okay, Facebook. Instagram, can I say Instagram? Katie Lady D. Hey, No Ego. Thanks for coming in. You came back again. That's what I'm talking about, No Ego. You came over here, you subscribed, and I asked you to come back. And look at how you just been coming back. Okay? If you had to choose, oh, Lord. If you had to choose raw sushi or... They say chitterlings. They said chitlins. The way we said chitlins. They ain't play no game. They said chitlins. Would you rather have raw sushi or chitlins? They said. I don't really get on either as much. I don't either. Chakal said, "Hi, No Ego." Neither. I'm going with the neither. Neither with Chakal and Caddy. Sushi all day. Ooh, no. Neither, Lady D said. We went for my birthday dinner at that, hey, what's the name of the restaurant? I forgot the name of it, but we went there. I know my nephew eats sushi. I know he eats the sushi. He ordered that raw salmon at that table. I said, you about to eat that raw meat? I couldn't believe, I was like, y'all gonna make me throw up at this table. I could not take it. I was like, so, and he just put it on some kind of, whatever they had, I forgot what it was, some kind of, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay. Which is better, dark liquor or clear liquor? Dark liquor, no, Chris. Stay My Life said she'll take the chittle. No, they said chitlins on this car, and it say chitterlins, or yeah, you said chitter. I think you're trying to say chitterlin. No, they said chitlin. Which y'all want dark liquor or clear liquor? Y'all, you know, people usually say you want dark or white, but they're right. It's clear. They say clear, so I guess, yeah. Dark for Chakal. I think I do, if I'm going to do a liquor, it's usually a white most of the time. I do have some dark over there, but I think I would choose a light liquor. And I say that because, I don't know, because the other liquor just seemed like, I don't know, I'd be like, ain't that made for a man's chest or something? Because me burning my chest out. So I don't know. Is it really raw or is it smoked? Chakal, that salmon was looking like the salmon that I buy at the store. I got some in the refrigerator too. I got to cook tomorrow. That salmon was looking like the salmon that I buy to cook. It just looked like raw. I was like, okay. Okay. When should a couple move in together? Before or after marriage? What y'all think? Oh, no, I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to always have to say before, because I have to see. I'd had 3 marriages. Ain't none of those marriages making me think that I could have waited until afterwards. I have to see and make sure that living together is not going to be different from the regular relationship. Approaching this situation now. Oh, okay, Chris. All right, Chris. Chris said before, yes, because, and it's not like I'm trying to do anything like biblical or not. It's just that I think it's good for anybody to know. I don't care what it is. Like, even if it's just a roommate, like, shouldn't you like kind of see if you can live in the situation first before you get into that? Like, just because you are with someone for a long time doesn't mean that you know how they live. Now, if you have a place, they have a place, and then y'all get to the point where y'all spend a lot, like if you spend days at their house, they're spending days at your house, then you may be able to kind of see how they are in their household and how they are in your household, then maybe that could work. You could probably hold off. But if you don't spend a lot of time in both environments together over days, I don't know how you can do that without doing it. Chris said, you need to be sure, right? Chris said, now I would prefer the commitment. Yeah, commitment should be on the table, but I just need to see some stuff first. That's just going at stuff too blind for me. And even though as a Christian they say you shouldn't understand that, but I can't do that. I can't do that. I ain't gonna be able to do it. What was the best era of music? New Jack Swing or crunk music? I think New Jack Swing. What y'all think? What was the best era for music? New Jack Swing or crunk music? What y'all saying? Which one do y'all think? Would y'all rather hear some New Jack Swing? Caddy said neither. Neither are applicable. Let me see. What is New Jack Swing? You know, like the wouldn't the Tony Tone and all that New Jack Swing? Give me examples of New Jack Swing music. Let me see. Like Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe, Motown Philly, Boys the Men. I wanna. Oh, y'all remember that by Keith Sweat? I wanna. Remember that? Oh, that's making me want to listen to Keith Sweat. Okay, My Prerogative by Bobby Brown, and Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. Janet Jackson, Miss You So Much, and Nasty Guy. Groove. Remember Groove Me by Teddy? Oh, let me screenshot this. We gotta go over to TikTok. I'm gonna have to do something with TikTok. Because I can't take this. I'm done with this music thing. YouTube is so, I'll make it a, yeah. Okay. Let me see. Teddy Riley. Yes, Caddy. Yes, Caddy. Wait, let me see. Lady D said New Jack Swing. Chakal said same, Caddy. You think same with the ones I just named, Chakal? Let me see. Oh, yes, New Jack Swing. Right. Caddy said I don't consider all that New Jack Swing. Oh, that's what they say? Examples of New Jack Swing music include these. The genre, which was popular in the late 1980s and early 1990s, blends hip-hop, R&B, and pop, characterized by a swinging beat, funky bass lines, and synthesized sounds. Here are a list of notable New Jack Swing songs. Chakal said, now that I know. Yes, New Jack Swing. Okay. Just need some examples. Okay. Which was better, Black Planet or MySpace? I don't remember ever getting on MySpace. I remember possibly being on Black Planet. I think I probably signed up and didn't really engage in it, but I didn't do MySpace. Which one? Did y'all do either one? Black Planet or MySpace? Chakal said, wait. Katie said neither one. Chakal said she did MySpace. Lady D said Black Planet was better. So is Black Planet gone now? Is it gone? Chris said, I didn't use either. We just used Messenger, I think. Okay, well, yeah. Okay. Which was the better show, Martin or Fresh Prince? Black Planet was more mature. Okay, maybe that's why I was over there. Lady D said, I think it's gone. Okay, it's gone. Okay, I was gonna try to see like what was I don't even know what my name would have been over there. Like which I don't even know which husband that was, which last name did I I don't know. Okay. Let me see. Which was the better show? Martin or Fresh Prince? Candy said Martin. AOL Messenger. I remember AOL, but I thought AOL was email. I don't know. Let me see. Martin. Okay. Martin or Fresh Prince? Which was the best? Everybody like Martin better? Let me see. That's her. Martin was more creative, but Fresh Prince was funny and sometimes serious. I didn't watch a lot. I didn't watch a lot of either one of them. So the episodes that I did watch, I think I probably would pick Martin. I don't like Will Smith's comedy. So I would probably have picked Martin for sure. Me either. Yeah, I don't know. I just never got to either one of those. Better show, Living Single or Girlfriends? Hey, I remember seeing a couple of shows with girlfriends. Wait, the Queen Latifah wasn't Girlfriends, right? Girlfriends. Let me see. Girlfriend was Queen Latifah in Girlfriends? Who? No, she was a Living Single. Where was she? Whichever one had Queen Latifah. Who had Queen Latifah? Seemed like it was Living Single. Living Single, yeah. Living Single is the one I like. I can't remember Girlfriends. I remember it was out. I can't remember. Wait, is Girlfriends Diana Ross' daughter? I think she was a Living Single. Okay, I watched Living Single. But Girlfriends, wasn't it Diana Ross' daughter? Yeah, okay. Okay, I remember the show now. I didn't watch them a lot. I think I remember watching them a couple times. But yeah, that was Diana Ross' daughter. Okay. Yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross, yeah. Was it Girlfriend? Yeah, I liked Living Single better. I like that show. As a parent, should you kick your kids out the house when they turn 21? Both were equally good. Okay. I never watched a lot of Girlfriends, so I don't know. As a parent, should you kick your kids out when they turn 21? Tracal said no. I would never kick my kids out. Like I was devastated when my kids wanted to move out. Like I was just like, why? What difference do it make? You get just like, why do you got to be in your own house? Like what you trying to do in your own house? Just go to your room. I was so upset about that. Let me see. No, if they aren't ready. I was thinking, what sense do it make? But I don't know if they was ready or not. I don't feel like they was not ready. I'm just looking like, why do it? Like, what's your reason? Let me see. No, times are hard unless they are, disobedient or something. Like, and this is before times they even got that hard. Like, my kid's 21 about a decade ago. So I'm like, what's the problem? What are you trying to do where you got to be in your house? I understand that. And especially Asian house. I'm looking like I'm going to get a key to your house anyway. So what's the difference? So let me see. My daughter said she's not coming back. When she graduate college, I miss her being home. And I say that all the time, but my mother, I told y'all, she was so strict. You got to be in the house. She ain't gonna give nobody no keys to the house. You got to be in the house before she go to bed. I was like, you doing too much playing. Before I was even 18, I was like, I got to get out of here. It's a prison. It's about how you not going to give nobody a key. Like, she not going to give you no key and just... Mama was too much. I was like, I'm out of here. Soon as I get a chance, I'm out of here because you're too strict. She was just too strict. Let me see. Katie said back in the day, we were ready to go. I was ready to go. Do you hear? I was counting down the days. Soon as Mama did something, I'd be like, soon as I get 18, I'm moving from here. As soon as I can get a chance, I'm getting out of here. She'd be like, go now. Just go now. I'd be like, believe me, if I thought I could, I would. That child would not live. The worst thing was how you could not get a key to her house, which means that if you wanted to go anywhere and I wanted to go everywhere, I had to be in the house by probably 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because she's going to lock that door and tell you don't leave her windows open where you climb through the window and don't leave her doors unlocked. So basically, you just leave me out here. And I'm not coming in at that time. I know I'm not coming in at that time. So therefore, I had to always be trying to be home at around 4 o'clock in the morning when my dad woke up and then have him open the door for me. She was ridiculous. I told y'all my dad didn't even get a key to the house. My mother could not sleep knowing that a key was out there. So she was the only one with the keys to the house. It was ridiculous. Let me see what your couch said. She's such a loner. She loved being in all space. Mama, oh, yeah, she is. She's something else. My mother is definitely a loner. Oh, wait, you talking about Your daughter, okay, she's a loner. That's what you're saying. Um, she likes to be in her own space. So that's why. Okay, well, yeah. But I just think that, especially like Katie said, with these days and time, these kids need to really just chill at home. Like, they don't understand the responsibility that's out there. And it's just like it's just a bad time. Stuff on back when I left, my first apartment was like $300 a month. It was way back then. It was like $300 a month. A gas bill probably was like $10, $15. But the way stuff is now, Let me see. Katie said, back in the day, we were ready to go. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Who's the GOAT, LeBron or Jordan? Who do you feel like is the GOAT, LeBron or Jordan? I didn't never watch. I don't think I ever watched LeBron. I do remember watching Jordan, so I can't compare because I know LeBron is supposed to be really good, but I never seen him play. So Chris said Jordan. Ooh, Lady D said Jordan. So y'all think Jordan? These kids today not even are raised to be on their own. Right, Caddy. Tracal said Jordan. Caddy said Jordan. Okay. That Jordan was the only one I watched, so that's all I know. Would you rather be the worst player on the team that always wins or the best player on the team that always loses? Which would you rather be? Would you rather be the worst player on a team that is always winning? Or would you want to be the best player on a team that always loses? Huh. Let me see what y'all going to say about that. What y'all going to say? You want to be the worst player on a team that's losing, or you want to be the best player on a team that's... you want to be the worst player on a team that always wins, or the best player on a team that always loses? Which one? I'm sure I'll contribute in some way. I'm trying to win. Oh my God, you too competitive for that, Chris? Be like, at the end of the day, I gotta win. Okay? All right. Okay. So, Chris said she just want to win. She want to win. She'll contribute in some kind of way. If she was not a good player, she the worst player, she'll do all that she can do to help her, but she got to be on a winning team. Okay. Better kid network growing up. Was it Nickelodeon or Disney? I think I had Disney. I didn't have Nickelodeon. Disney been around forever, so I got to go with Disney. I got to go with Disney. And we about to have 2 more cards, which is 4 more, y'all. And then we're going to save this. And I think next week we're going to do a part 2 to this. We're going to do these cards. We're going to do a part 2 to it. Okay, let me see. Nickelodeon here? Is that really? I don't know about Nickelodeon, so I got to say Disney. I got to say Disney. Oh, they said down there, hairy or bald. Down there, hairy or bald, it says. Y'all either put hairy or bald or TMI. 3 different ways you can answer that. Hairy, bald, or TMI for too much information. Chris said bald. Chris said, I can say it, bald. What y'all thinking? Bald, hairy, or TMI? Lady D said TMI. TMI. They don't say for who. It just says that. It just says that one at the top. I don't know. It doesn't say for who. I don't know. Ooh, they going crazy now. Better position. Missionary or dog. Ooh, missionary or doggy style. They going crazy on y'all now. Lord. Y'all can say missionary, doggy style, or TMI. Let me see. Lady D said both. She said the best is both. The best of both worlds, she said. Chris said dog, 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 dog. She said bow, wow, wow, yippee, yippee. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Katie said missionary. Missionary. Okay. Betty Chris laughing. Better shoes, Air Force Ones or Air Max? What y'all think? Even though I have them, I don't know. I'm gonna say Air Max. I'm gonna say Air Max. Which one do y'all think? Better, which one is the better shoe between Air Force Ones and Air Max? Lady D said Air Max. What y'all think? Air Force Ones or Air Max? Which one would y'all choose? Ooh, this is the last question after this. Chris said Air Force Ones. Katie said don't know about neither one of them. She said she'll know about neither one of them. So she'll have no vote in the debate. Okay. This is the last question, y'all. And we're going to continue this game. Next, I'm going to keep it on the table so we can play this next Thursday, too. Play out the rest of the cards. Okay, next question. Should a man pay child support to the mother if they have the child equal amount of time? And I feel like if that man has the child equal amount of time, I don't think no child support should be paid to anybody. Sherette said no. Chris says no. Yeah, I don't see why. What would be the reason? Both of y'all would have to have sleeping space. Both of y'all are splitting the days of food. Like anything that the child has to have financially is split between the two of y'all equally. Yes, if the child live with the mom. No, but they can't be. They have to be living with both of them because they said equal. They said, should a man pay child support to the mother if they have the child equal amount of time? If they have the child equal amount of time, that child actually lives with both parents. Both parents, they're living with it if it's that way. Unless she was a stay-at-home mom during the barrage and they had a prenup. Huh. Oh, the marriage. Unless she was a stay-at-home mom during the marriage and they had a prenup. But if they had a prenup, then that means she wouldn't get nothing. I don't know. My opinion that if my husband, my ex-husband, my kid's father, if he would have agreed to half the time, well, I probably wouldn't let my kids go half time, but say I wouldn't have cared about them going half the time because that would have been too awkward with their school, all that kind of stuff. So it probably wouldn't have worked that way. But say if it was a child that's not school age yet and then school wasn't a thing, if he took them 3.5 days of the week, there's no way I would take child support from him. I wouldn't even want the child support because it's equal at that point. Because I feel like when men pay child support, it's for their even if it is a 1-bedroom, but I'm saying say if it's a mom and the one child, usually they'll have a 2-bedroom. It's because she could have went somewhere and got a 1-bedroom, but she got a 2-bedroom. It's because every time the child turns on the lights, that's lights that the mother probably wouldn't have turned on. Every time she eats, that child's going to eat or more. She has to have everything. Like you have to clothe them and make sure you keep up with seasons. You have to have their hygiene. So all that stuff is there. So if 2 people have the baby and they have equal time, what would be the reason why the mom would get anything that she's not willing to give to the dad? What would make the dad have to pay child support? Would she have to pay him back child support too? Would they have to pay each other child support? That's what I think. That's my opinion on that. Let me see. Lady D said, how was that equal? Can't happen. The child need a stable place to live or sleep. That's true, but the card says equal, which means it must be like, I mean, maybe it might be people out there that says, I will take the baby Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to Thursday at 12 noon. And then I'll pick him up at 12 noon on Thursday and keep him until Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, Sunday or whatever it is, the half. Cut the 7 to 3.5. Like, that is very, like, that child would really, like, to me, it would be chaotic. But I don't know. I just want to say, for me, it would have been chaotic. That would have been chaotic for me. But if there's people out there that literally do that, and if you're going to do that, like, what if it's a father who said, I don't care what you say, I'm going to court, and if the judge says I can have 3.5 days, I want the 3.5 days with my child. I don't care what you say, the judge say. Like, that's just such a hard thing. Like, the father does have equal rights to the child. And if he said, I got a place set up, and I know what you mean, Lady D, to me, for me, it would be, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I'm just trying to look in the eyes of people who think that it may be a good idea. And if the father is saying, I have a whole setup here, like his life is here when he's here, and his life is there when he's there, it's just a matter of, at that point, the child being broken with instability to some degree. Like, no matter how you look at it, with instability to some kind of degree that they probably could conform and adjust to because it's their lifestyle, it would have to go like that. But if the father is supplying every need the child has, as well as the mother supplying every need the child has, and if y'all life can handle 3.5 and 3.5, then that's, to me, it seems like, okay, it will be no question about child support at that point there. Let me see, or arrangement, Chris said, without, let me see, you said, or some kind of arrangement about it. That's what's happening with the Derricos. Who is that? That's YouTube people or something. There's only 7 days in a week, so can't be equal. Well, like, I guess if they do like a 3.5 days, is what I was thinking. Like, if they can cut it down to 3.5, or even like, what if they're doing something like weeks? What if it's like the father has week 1, the mother has week 2, the father has week 3, and the mother has week 4? Or what if the mother has 2 weeks, first 2 weeks of the month, and the father has the last 2 weeks of the month? I'm telling you, people have different ways of working it out. And if they work it out that way, and if they feel like that works for their family, I mean, it's nothing that I would want, because I just don't feel like my life was set up for that to be like that or whatever. But if they feel like that's what works, that would make it half, Lady D. Then what you think about if they did that? Let me see. Chris said the TLC family show. I don't know that. Oh, that's the name of it. Oh yeah, it seemed like I've seen that before. Okay, the TLC family show. They were married. He took care of the household. They divorced. The kids share equal time. Wait, they divorced. The kids share equal time, but the dad still pays like before. Okay. Wow. See, that's another arrangement people can make. In my opinion, it will confuse a child. I would think, as far as living arrangement, I think it would confuse. I wouldn't want that for my child, but I don't want to knock it if it worked for other people. But for me and my kids, first of all, I'm not going to let my child, I was never going to let them go like that. I was never going to let them go like that. They were never going to be able to do 3.5 days, and they weren't going to be able to do like a week at a time. So it probably would have been a mess with me. But I got to be people out there that says, I want equal time with my child, and nobody can really stop them with that, even though it seems like it would be more confusing for the child to me. But I don't want to knock it because I never tried it, so I don't know. But I know how important stability is for kids to have a stable place that they call a primary place. But since I never had to do it, I guess I don't want to speak too much on somebody that does it as like actually working. Let me see. Welcome, Nicole. Where's Nicole? Oh, Noelle. Well, welcome, Noelle. Welcome, Nicole. Hit the like button. Noelle. Okay, welcome, Noelle. Go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, please. Lady D said that won't work in this society. It won't work. It wouldn't have worked in my society either. Back in the day, I wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't work for me. But What if it worked for somebody else though, Lady D? Like, people have different stuff. Like, I don't see how people do the military stuff. Like, I don't see how they can have somebody go all the way to the military. But it absolutely works for some people. And then some people have jobs that take them out of the country or take them out of the state. They travel a lot. That would have never worked for me. But people live in those situations, they have no problem. Like, I could, even if I didn't have no kids, I couldn't be in the marriage that my spouse had to just like go be other places. But other people have that in their households and it works for them. Like, man, I could never do that. But they love it. Even if the child's with the dad every summer, he shouldn't have to pay while his kids are there. Now, that's another thing. Well, see, that's tricky too. I can see what you're saying. Like, he has a child, he has full responsibility. But then that's only for a summer. Let's say summer is 3 months. Like, here is like 3 months. So summer is 3 months and she has a child for 9 months. She has to have the primary space for them, the room for, like a room for them. She has to pay for all of the needs for 9 months. And if they have them for 3 months, but I see what you're saying. You said not while they're there, but it's not like she can say for the 9 months, now I had a 3-bedroom. Now for the 3 months, I want to pay 3 months rent for a 1-bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's hard to say just because you get them for 12 weeks and I have them for the other 30 something weeks that now I don't get a chance to adjust the living that I set up for the children for the 9 months because you're having them for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying about that, Caddy? Now, they could do, okay, Caddy said they could do 6 months each. Oh, Lord. See, that's takes some stronger people. My kids would never leave. They wouldn't even leave it for 6 days. So 6 months, if they're able to do it, as long as they agree, I guess it could work, right? Like, whatever people agree on, is just so many scenarios households could be like the way Caddy just said 6 months. If that man would have thought that ever, my kids get up out of my house for 6 months, it would not have worked. But what if he would have took me to a court with a judge that said, yes, he could do it? I would have been like devastated. I would have been devastated with something like that. So I don't know. Chris said, right. So I don't know. That's a whole situation, y'all. That's a whole situation. I just feel like I better be quiet because I don't know what about, people have different circumstances and it might work for them, but I don't want to downplay something that worked for a household that wouldn't work for mine type thing. But that's a story. That's a situation. That's a situation right there. Whew, I don't know. Okay, y'all. I just sat up here. Ooh. Okay, not too bad. Under 2 hours. Okay, I was about to say what time. Okay, I'm back. I was stuffing my face. Tasha, we about to get out of here. I was just saying I kept y'all here for an hour and 40 minutes. An hour and 40 minutes. I was 2 minutes late. So we're about to get out of here. Thank y'all for engaging and playing a game and giving y'all opinions on what the things was. I like the fact that it was no points and people just have different points of views. People have different choices that they make. They may choose one thing. Another person may choose another for all good reasons. So that was fun. That was fun. Thank y'all for coming in. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks to everybody who was green in the screen. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the super chat that I got from Beautifully Healed. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for those hearts, Tasha. Have a good night, everyone. Go Eagles. The Eagles is playing. Y'all know this Bobby Jr. team. Nobody told me today that Bobby Jr. the Eagles playing. Nobody told me that the Eagles were playing. Oh, Eagles, do it for my baby. Do it for my baby. My son's death date was just this 31st, August 31st. So Eagles need to do it for my child. So yeah. Okay. Have a blessed night, everyone. Tasha said. Chris said, yes. Good night, all. Chakal said, playing the Sorry Cowboys. I hope that they win. They are playing Cowgirl. The Cowgirl. Lady D. Oh my God. Yes. I'm so excited. I'm going to have to find out. Well, I'll probably be up when it stops. Sorry, Chakal. Laugh out loud. Oh my God. Okay, y'all have a great night. I will see y'all later. If y'all could please make sure that y'all are watching my shorts, y'all. I keep trying to work on my editing and everything. So all of the little motivational things that you guys see, those are not copy and pasted. I try to find the stock of it on free apps that'll kind of go in with whatever the voiceover is. So I hope y'all been enjoying all of those. So y'all make sure y'all get my shorts. I have been going crazy. I've been going too far, y'all. Like, I know when I started, I used to do about 8 shorts a day. Then I said, okay, that's just being ridiculous. So I started doing at least 2 to 3 shorts a day. Now I'm back at like 4 to 6, sometimes 7 shorts. So y'all just watch the shorts, okay? Y'all watch the shorts for me. I appreciate it. Please like, comment if you like, just to let me know that y'all see them, because I do work hard putting the shorts together, doing the editing, and I want to make sure it's shorts that y'all. Some of them y'all might not like, some of them y'all might like. So just engage in the ones that y'all do like, okay? And thanks for coming in. I'll see y'all next time.